thoughts on that one as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, I think games like that are tough. When you're behind in the game, but you feel like you've been controlling the whole game, it's tough. But I think that just shows the resilience from our group to be able to kind of stick with it and not give up on each other and find it there in the end.
How important was patience in a game where you really did feel like you kind of controlled the full 60, but just took a while to get the reward?
Yeah, I mean, patience is huge. I think you kind of look in our locker room at guys like Kopi, Pears, Dewey, like they've been through pretty much any kind of game, and you look at those guys and they're patient and they're not trying to force things. You kind of look at that and you can look at that in yourself and just be like, it's going to happen. You don't have to force things.
What did you see on your goal last?
Yeah, we had a great ozone shift, Pears, Q, and I, and felt like we could have scored a couple times during that shift, but we just stayed with it. And then Clarkey made an unbelievable play, great shot, and I kind of just threw my stick at it, and luckily it went off of it and in. So, yeah, just a great all-around play.
How do you explain the success that this team's had on the road this year? I mean, you guys are pretty unbeatable on the road.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird, It feels like we're not doing anything different from them when we're at home. So, yeah, I don't know really one thing to kind of pinpoint, but I think just resilience. Like I said, like our group is so resilient, and it's hard playing in other teams' buildings, and especially if you get behind early. And yeah, I think that just goes to show the leadership we have on this team.
Well, the second and third goal that you guys scored in this game came as a result of really rolling around in their zone for quite some time. What allowed you to spend so much time in the Leaf zone on a number of occasions today?
Yeah, I think being connected in the ozone is something we've been preaching a lot, and I think those two goals specifically, it really showed. We were getting pucks to the net and being able to win those puck battles back and kind of just keep going at them. And yeah, I think if one guy is kind of not doing their job out there, then we're not going to have them in like that. So it took all five guys, and yeah, I think that was just unbelievable connected hockey.
For your line, since you guys have come back together, does it feel like as connected as the three of you have been all year?
Yeah, for sure. I think yeah, it took us a little bit more time to get back to how we were finishing the year last year, but yeah, I think we're definitely feeling more connected now. I think it shows when I mean, all three of us on the ice are kind of just throwing pucks and they're ending up on each other's tape. So yeah, I think we kind of know where each other are going to be and know each other's habits. So I think right now it's going really good.
Is it hard to be patient when it's not clicking for you guys like it was for a while? Is it hard because you think it's coming but it hasn't?
Yeah, I think it's definitely hard. You want to be contributing, especially. I mean, the two guys I play with. I mean, they're top guys on our team that we need contributing in order to win hockey games. So yeah, I mean, for me, it's tough because I want those guys to be scoring goals, to be all around the ozone. So when we're not clicking, it kind of hurts, and it hurts our whole team. So yeah, I think for us, it took a little patience, but I think we're finally where we want to be.
Close to as deserved of a win as you guys have gotten older. Did you guys kind of feel the same way when you finally got the reward?
Yeah, even the first period we're down 2, and like it didn't feel like that for us. Coming off good game in Pittsburgh, comeback win there, and then a great game in Montreal. Just carrying that feeling over here, and as I said, we just didn't feel like we were down. A lot of hope in here, and knew that we were going to come back.
You guys controlled the play for pretty much the entire 60. What did you like most about the way that you guys played as a whole?
Yeah, I think earlier on in the season, as all five guys, we weren't breaking the puck out, that clean. That's on me too. Like me in the center, I got to be down low, talking, wingers, defense, like everybody. So I feel like as a group, collectively right now, we're moving as a 5-man unit, making plays and coming up together.
What did you see in the game winner? How did it felt?
Yeah, I kind of got the puck there. Well, obviously, Juice won the draw for me. My face-off percentage might have been 10% tonight, so he helped out a ton on the draw. Possessions huge in overtime, and he won that back. Dewey gave me the puck. I think it was McCabe there kind of lose his balance, and I want to go take a shot. Bad shot. Juice got it back again. Dewey made a play to Juice. Juice gave it over to me. Kind of just set it up there, and then Dewey made a nice play, freezing the goalie, and all I had to do was shoot in the net there.
Laf sometimes does some work that goes under the radar on your line. How nice was it to see him be the guy to kind of get the reward on the tying goal?
Yeah, as I said, I love playing with Laf. He does so much. He's on the PK now. He's taking draws for me. He does everything. Defense, offensively, he's always grinding. Physical presence, going to net. Like he's super underrated, and we're lucky to have him.
Since the three of you guys have gone back together, Laf said it felt like the most connected you guys have been. Would you feel the same way, that it's just kind of starting to feel like last year again?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like at the start of the season, a little bit frustration kind of creeped in. But over the last few games, we got our confidence back, making plays again with each other and knowing where each other are. So it just took us a little bit, but I'm feeling real confident.
Just kind of off topic from the game, but what have you come to appreciate about Corey Perry's game? Off to a great start. He's 40 and just keeps chugging along.
And he makes me laugh every time I see him. Like he's a great guy in the locker room. He's quiet. He's just the worm in the room, so it's pretty funny. But other than that, like his game on the ice, like this guy looks like he's 20 right now. He's scoring big time goals for us, going to the net. Big contributor on the power play. Like he's doing a lot of big things for us, and we're really happy to have him here.
Jim, weird game. You controlled throughout, but you found yourself trailing with 6 minutes to go. Just the last 6 minutes in overtime. How do you think that went?
Well, I mean, I thought it kind of went like most of the game. I liked how we played. I know we were trailing. I think the important part for us is we didn't get frustrated and start chasing it and giving them chances to go the other way. I think we stayed in our structure. We didn't give them much, and we just, kept throwing it at the net, and eventually we got one.
How important was patience in those moments when it felt like you controlled pretty much the entire 60 minutes and it took a while to get the reward?
Well, it's really important because you can get frustrated very easily, especially when you're down and then it's not going your way. What happens is the D start pinching and the forwards don't cover, and all of a sudden it goes back the other way. They get 3 and probably the game's over. So for me, that was an important part of the game, just to maintain a good defensive structure and then stick with it. So yeah, really proud of the team tonight for that.
How do you explain the success you guys have had on the road this year?
I mean, I don't know. I think, we've played pretty well, I think, at home, too. We haven't got a lot of wins. So I think we're playing pretty good hockey, and goalies making timely saves. That's always important. And I just think we've found a little bit of our rhythm. And, and now we're in a good place.
2 minutes left. You had the fourth line on the ice. What did you make of their game as a whole tonight?
Well, I thought they were really good through 40 minutes. And, typically I get into the third period. If we're trailing, I cut it back and run those guys. But that line was probably our most dangerous line through the third period. So it felt like they deserved, to be out there at the end. I thought they had a couple setup shifts prior to us scoring where they had some really good chances, spent time in the zone. So they definitely earned that opportunity. And I thought if anybody had a chance to score, it was them.
How good is to see QB get back-to-back goals in games now?
Yeah, well, now we can stop asking the question why he's not scoring. You know what? He got the first one was in and around the net. This one he's out, 30 feet and gets the one-timer. Usually that's how it goes. You got to get the ugly one first, and then the game opens up for you. So in Toronto, I know it's probably special for him, an OT winner in Toronto, being from here.
Laf does a lot of work on that line that sometimes goes under the radar. How nice was it to see him get the reward on the game-tying goal there?
Yeah, Laf got off to a great start last season, scoring-wise. This year it's been a little slower, but his game is really coming on. I really liked his overall game tonight. He was tracking. He did a lot of things tonight, so I'd like to see him get rewarded, with a goal. And the other guy I thought was really good tonight was Drew coming in here. And, it's a big moment for him. He comes back to Toronto. It's a lot of talk about the Olympics and all those kinds of things. I just love the way he went out there tonight. I thought, if he was auditioning for anything, he did a hell of a job tonight.
Is there a reason why you think he always seems to be able to raise his game to his best when he's on these plateaus, as you would say? Maybe?
He just loves the moment. He lives for the moment. That's what the bigger the stage, the more important the game. He's played a lot of games, and I think probably he's a little guilty from time to time. If it's not the biggest game, he just plays through it. But when the stage rises and the pressure mounts, that's when he loves to be out there, and he showed that tonight.
But you're careful with his minutes. He played like 21 tonight. He's usually a 24, 27 guy. So is that the plan now going forward? Because you can depend on the depth on the blue line?
Right. I think we said early he was 25 early, and we said he's probably going to come down. I think I said that in a scrum or two before. We just have more balance back there, so there'll be nights he plays 25. We know that. But I think that's probably a pretty good number for him, and gets the other guys who are veteran players too a little bit more.